Welcome to Let's Get Irrelevant, where irrelevant people talk about irrelevant things. Guys, what are we going to talk about today? Oh, by the way, I'm Cody. I'm the host. And next to me I have Desiree.
It's me.
And Heather.
I'm about to kill all the flies in this house.
There's a fly in this room and it's really,
oh my
really
god,
obnoxious.
I'm ready to
But
fucking
it's flying
spray it.
in like 4 times slow motion.
Yeah, it's literally flying at like 2 miles an hour. And
It's been poisoned.
ah, no!
We need one of those electric zappers.
Yeah, we do.
I need one, yeah.
But no more beeps this week, which is great.
So far, anyway.
So far, yeah. So, anyway, what are we going to talk about today, guys?
Who the fuck knows?
We had a discussion that regarded pet peeves, something else that I forgot already, or a question about $1 million.
What?
That's backwards.
So, anyway, what are we going to talk about today, guys?
There's pet peeves, the $1 million
Question
thing, or also...
You want to start that part over?
No!
No, we're going to continue. We're going to edit it.
Okay.
Or, so it was pet peeves, the $1 million question game thing, or the last one was like love it or hate it, where we argue
No,
over...
love it or hate it is the $1 million thing, right?
No,
No.
it's a different thing.
The love it or hate it is like something that is a very dividing thing. Like
pedophiles?
No.
like avocado on toast, I guess.
I mean, I love that
not
too.
Not as far as pedophiles.
You know, like Hitler. Fuck.
Hitler.
Alrighty then. Woo!
But, alright, so I think we should start off with, like, $1 million, but.
Okay.
So, for those of you who don't know, the channel Rooster Teeth came up with this idea called $1 Million But, and it's basically you get $1 million in a scenario, and you have to choose if you would take the $1 million but get that scenario, or if you would leave it.
Okay, you get $1 million.
You have to choose a person.
Desiree, you get $1 million, but every time you sneeze, your toenails grow an inch.
Oh.
God. Oh, God. So, I would get $1 million, but I could also get the toenail situation.
Yeah, but you can't clip them. They just
But I can't get
growing.
Yeah,
both.
they just perpetually grow.
I can't get both.
No, you get both. It's a sacrifice. Do you sacrifice $1 million for not getting your toenails to grow like that, or do you just leave it?
Do you
So wait,
accept your new fate?
I can be like, I want my toenails to grow.
Yeah.
But also I have $1 million, so I can afford to get my toenails done.
No,
Yeah.
you can only get them
You
painted.
can't get them cut.
I can get them cut.
No, just
Fuck.
painted.
What?
You just have perpetually growing toenails.
Every time
And
you sneeze,
only
they grow
toenails.
an inch.
In all fairness, you wouldn't be able to wear shoes.
You also might trip over them, though.
Oh,
You also would
God.
probably be in, like, severe pain.
Oh, no. Okay.
You would probably have to sit in a wheelchair for the rest of your life because you wouldn't be able to move.
Okay, so what's the other scenario? Like,
No, that's
not
it.
to nothing?
To
just
leave
stay,
the $1 million.
Like, yeah, leave the $1 million.
I guess I'll have to leave it because, like, if I can't afford to, like, keep them trimmed in, like...
You can
in
afford
good
it,
order.
it's just not part of it.
Yeah,
in
you
good
can afford
order.
it. It's
Alright,
just
if I
not...
can afford it, then
No,
I'll keep it.
you can afford it. You just can't do it. Like, you're not allowed to.
But and also you have to think about how much do you sneeze?
Not a lot.
So how much? I mean, they're gonna grow an inch continuously through the rest of your life, an inch every time you sneeze. So
Okay,
An
but
inch
if
is quite
I
a bit, though.
sneeze... Okay, but if I sneeze,
An
like,
inch,
once
an
or
inch
twice
is
a day...
already needing to be cut.
But if I sneeze, like, once a day, maybe the most twice a day,
Sorry.
I can still file it down.
no, you can't cut them.
What
No,
the
you
fuck?
can't. You can't manage them at all. You can paint them if you want, but you can't manage them.
So, like, my whole entire shoe is gonna grow.
I'll
like,
give you my opinion.
I'm
on
gonna go
this.
from, like, a 6-inch shoe to, like, a 12-inch shoe.
Think about it
like,
this way: if you sneeze once a day, in a year's
You're
time,
fucked. You
your
have the longest
toenail
toenails on
will
earth.
be
No!
You have the Guinness World
365
Record.
inches long.
I mean, sure, that's great, but, like, what?
365 inches. Okay, what's your thing on it? What's your decision?
I don't want to have to, like, get, like, special shoes, like, made.
Special socks.
Socks, shoes. Like, I'm gonna have to get, like, fucking, like, Kevlar fucking socks.
Kevlar socks.
made just so, like, they can withstand my fucking, like, toenail. I'm gonna leave the $1 million.
Alright.
Fair.
Alright, so I'll tell you what my opinion is. I would take the $1 million and I would just get people to drive me around.
Okay, but
everywhere.
at what
Would
point?
you have
I would have a
big-ass
butler.
toenails?
Hell
You're
yeah!
not gonna walk?
At
I'd
what
be
point?
famous.
Wait. At what point do your toenails not fit
It's
in the
every
car,
day, bro.
Right. At what point?
I don't sneeze very often
You just think
either.
about the
so-
sunroof?
Wait, hold on. I have a question though. Is it every time you singularly sneeze or every time you have a sneezing fit?
Every time you singularly sneeze.
Shit. I'd be fucked then because I sneeze like 6 times every time I sneeze.
You're fucked. It's gonna be like 1 in 10
Alright,
you
no,
sneeze.
I'd leave the $1,000,000.
Perfect.
Okay, alright, Heather. You get $1 million, but you can never come into contact with any cute animal ever again. You have to look at them from a distance.
What do I do about the
And
animals
forever-
living with me?
You wouldn't be able to ever come into contact with them.
You couldn't touch them, but you could like look at them.
You can only look at them though. You can't even contact, like you can't even talk to them.
I'm gonna have to take the $1 million because half the time cute animals want nothing to do with me. So
Oh, that's fair. Your animals right now don't want much to do with
yeah,
you.
so I think I'm just gonna take it because most of my like awing at cute animals is like it's inappropriate in public because I can't go up and like touch them and like cuddle them. So there's that. So I'm already living that life really, if you were to boil it down.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna take the $1
Alright.
million
Alright,
and just get a really big projector.
fair.
Okay. I didn't think about this for a minute. So you either like take $1 million
For who?
for, I guess, Heather.
Oh, okay, cool. Just leave me out, guys.
I'm gonna get you next time. Don't
I'm
go
coming for you.
sad. Trust
Oh,
me.
you coming for
I'm
me?
coming for you, but I just couldn't give you the toenail thing. It had to be
Fair.
for a girl.
Fair.
Okay. So $1 million, or you
Oh, I
get
got
to
a
like
good one.
collect quarters. I don't know. I have to think about this.
What?
What?
What? Oh yeah, I'll give one.
All right, go ahead.
All right,
I have to think about this before I go ahead and like make my decision.
Heather.
Mm.
Or actually, no. I'm gonna go with Desiree on this one.
Okay.
Oh God.
$1 million, but every time you sit down, you poop yourself just a little.
Like a pebble?
Yeah, just like the teeniest bit.
Ooh.
Enough so that at the end of the night you have
Wait.
a full
But do you
set of
smell?
underwear.
Do you stink?
Well, poop smells, doesn't it?
Okay, so it's either $1 million or I shit myself and
Just
smell
a little.
bit.
There's a whole
I shit myself
Just
a
a
little
little.
bit, but I still smell.
Yeah.
whole kink out there, a kink world out there for people like you.
Yeah, fair. You could be a grown up. You could be one of those like grown up babies.
I'm good. I don't want to have to do that shit. Okay, $1 million so I shit myself.
Just a little.
But every time you sit
Okay,
down.
but it's not gonna
Every
smell.
time you sit
like,
down. You could go a whole day without shitting yourself.
I sit down my entire fucking work.
But
But
that's,
that's only
once.
one.
No, but I get up to like go to the bathroom and like eat lunch.
Okay, so then twice, 3
It's
times.
probably like
You
3
shit yourself
times
just a little.
day.
It's like a little pebble. You shit yourself. It
But
does
it's going
smell.
to smell.
Yeah.
It's like the
Doesn't
worst.
mean you can't bring it to the bathroom and fix it. But then when
I
you
can
go
wear a
back and you
pad.
sit
But
down
then,
again, you're gonna poop.
then you're in a continuous loop.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, I can wear a pad and like.
Ew!
You could.
That's fucking nasty.
You can wear those classy Depends. They
I
make
can
them
wear
like
You
Depends.
could wear it
and
depends.
shit myself.
like the classy
Because-
Depends that look like jean shorts underneath.
Mmm.
Those exist.
Ooh, mama.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
What do you think?
I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna make $1 million in my lifetime. So like, I want to go with $1 million. Besides shitting myself.
Once you're past 60, I mean, you're probably gonna shit yourself every time you sit down anyway.
Yeah.
Right,
so-
but am I gonna have
I
$1
mean,
million
and if
in
you have
that
like
time?
and if you have bad genes, it's probably 40.
True. I got
So-
cancer. I got diabetes. I got everything else working against me. So can I have
And
$1 million
okay,
now?
okay. For those of you who don't know, she does not have cancer or diabetes.
Not
Just
right now.
In
no.
her genes.
Not right now. I don't have cancer or diabetes right now. I'm healthy.
It's in her genes.
Is she susceptible?
She is
right.
prone.
I'm prone to getting
Yes.
diabetes and
Who isn't though?
cancer
No.
Yeah, I mean, who isn't these days?
in my lifetime in my old age.
Fair.
Also, I'm very young and also don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with my lifetime as I get older.
You get $1 million.
So I'm if I'm willing to get $1 million, and as long as I invest it wisely, that should be able to sustain me for my
True.
entire lifetime.
True.
As where I'm shitting myself.
That's where if you're shitting yourself.
You spend your $1 million
For my
on
entire
defense.
lifetime.
You could
trying
could-
to save money in the
all
meantime.
fairness, you could just spend $1 million on Depends.
I don't want to spend $1 million on Depends. I want to have $1 million to go on a fucking cruise and do whatever the fuck I want. Like, I want to be able to enjoy my life. I don't have to worry about shitting myself every time I got something to do. So, I want the $1 million.
Okay, cool.
Fair.
Now for the moment we've all been waiting
Okay.
for. Desiree.
Do you want $1 million or
either-
quarters?
Either $1 million. No. Either $1 million or sense of touch.
Where you lose your sense of touch?
Yes. So you can't touch. You can touch something, but you can't feel it.
So you have like paralyzed fingertips.
Yeah.
Or is it just your entire body you can't feel
Your
it?
entire body.
Oh, I would leave it.
You leave it. You get to take $1 million.
Well, you have to think. That's so fucking dangerous. In general.
you never get to.
There is
you
a
never
disease.
Get to. You never get to feel or understand what touch feels like.
That is.
What if you're accidentally too close to a fire?
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
only thing
That's
I
so
worry
dangerous.
about.
There is an actual disease that
Good
disconnects
luck
your
to
like.
you. You better be able to see.
No, but like what if you're just standing too close and then you're like, oh shit, I'm on fire.
No, but there is an
Then you're
no.
screwed.
There is an actual disease that like disables your nerves.
Really?
Yeah, and it's really, really dangerous because people who have it, they don't know when they're cut or when they're like bleeding or something, so they can bleed
Never
out.
fucking knew that.
That's why I was like, no, I would leave it. I'm good. I don't
So
need the
you
$1 million over my death.
Although I could tattoo my whole body and not feel a fucking thing.
I'd be happy about that.
That sounds rad.
Yeah, but like.
I would get my fucking eyeballs tattooed.
But okay, but you'd be able to see that shit before it happens. So
Yeah,
if you
but
got
like,
your sight.
okay, say
and you're
somebody
next to a
stabbed you in the
fire-
back, you won't know.
Well, how many fucking enemies you got?
But also, just because you don't feel it doesn't mean you're not gonna die. Like somebody could stab you in the back, somebody could stab you in the heart. You may not be able to feel it, but you can either see it or like you're gonna die. That's it.
Yes, but I'm saying like from a more minuscule perspective, like obviously stabbing someone in the back is a very extreme situation. But say you were on a swing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you did like one of the kids like to jump off the swings.
Yeah.
They jump off the swing and they trip on their way to the ground and hit the concrete and scrape and like smack the back of their head off the ground, right?
That's me. Yeah.
Like they like basically give themselves like a major concussion. They can't feel it, so they don't know that they have a concussion. They go home, they have no bruising.
They have a parent. You don't
No, on
think a
their
parent?
No, I'm saying
mean?
their head's
Okay,
not
okay, I
bleeding.
can
They have a
understand that
major
doesn't
concussion.
No,
matter.
I can understand not feeling it, but like not being able to see a bruise. Like
You wouldn't
from
see
another,
it if you have
okay,
hair.
but from another person, like they can't do that.
What do you mean?
Like another person could be
If
like, what's wrong with their
if
head?
Heather had a concussion, right?
There's
And
symptoms.
she can't see it physically because it's the back of her head. But if I were to look at the back of her head, she's gonna have like a big old knot on the back of her head, or like a big ass bruise, or
like
Like a
actual
bump.
cognitive symptoms.
I personally would leave it. I would leave the $1 million.
I'm taking it.
And also, like the good stuff would never be as good.
then you could take like some morphine, be high as fuck,
What the fuck? I wasn't talking about that good stuff.
Okay.
I was talking about like the.
What the? This is gonna be such a great trap edit. You have no idea, guys.
That's gonna be a great sample right there. Heather's gonna make a trap beat, and we will post it if she actually decides to do it.
Yes, that'll be our bloopers.
Yeah, she's gonna make a trap beat of all of our weird.
It's gonna
sounds.
be really ear bloody. Considering I'm gonna make it on GarageBand.
It could be, or as worse as.
Call me the machine.
As Jake posits every day, bro, with the Disney Channel flow.
There you go.
Oh, alrighty then.
All right. Anyway, okay. So do you guys want to move on then?
Yeah, let's
Sure.
move on.
All right. What do you guys want to talk about next?
We can do pet peeves.
Okay, men in fucking like tongs, sandals.
Tongs?
Yeah, little sandals.
What
tongs.
the fuck are tongs?
What?
Isn't that what they're called?
Okay, my
Flip-flops?
pet peeve.
Yeah,
People who
with
call
the little-
flip flops tongs.
What country are you from?
No. Like the little You know what goes in between their toes?
Yeah,
That's
those
a
are called
thong.
flip-flops.
Flip-flops. Where are you from, Heather?
The ones with the straps are called sandals. The ones with the stupid little Y on it are called
They're called
flip-flops.
tongs. I bet if you look them up, it'll say tongs. Like
If you look up tongs, you'll get something that you pick up salad
I'm
with.
gonna,
Right.
I'm gonna Google it.
She's gonna Google it. We're gonna see if she's
Fucking
wrong.
man tongs.
Man tongs.
Fucking salad.
You might get up. It might end up going.
That could be
did
like a
you
whole
mean
fetish.
man thongs?
Oh no.
That's exactly what
Picking
that
up
meant.
fucking.
But
God.
Oh, okay. Did you look it up? Nothing, right? Nothing.
It said,
Nope, nothing.
It said, did you mean man tongs?
Did it?
Exactly. Exactly.
I told you
Man
that's what I was gonna
thongs.
say.
Exactly what it is.
I've been calling them that since I was a kid. Why did anyone
Because your child lied to you.
Why didn't anyone correct me?
I don't know, but you were very lied to as a
you.
In
child.
any case, okay. The man sandals that goes between the
They're
toes.
called flip-flops.
Flip-flops.
Use your
Or
head.
shower shoes.
Shower shoes. I like that better.
Oh my god, they're flip-flops.
What do we think of them? Because I'm ready to burn any man that wears them.
I wear them.
Yeah, and it kills me.
Oh my
I
goodness.
hate it. Anytime you wear them, I wish we got
But
hit
females
by a
that wear
truck.
them is okay?
No. Well, females are better.
Excuse me, sexist.
I was gonna say, wait.
Wait.
Females are better, but men...
I'm gonna sample that, and I'm just gonna put that as the podcast. Females are better.
Females are better, but men, I think, are nasty as fuck with it because their toes are fucking not taken care of. Their feet are fucking not taken care of. It's disgusting. It's gross.
It's because us men work hard.
If your feet don't touch my feet, I'm okay with it. So, like, you can wear sandals, Cody, and, like, I don't touch your goddamn feet, and I'd be okay with you wearing sandals. But if you touch my feet, we're gonna fight, and it's gonna be a whole other
I
situation.
just don't think it's, like, aesthetically pleasing.
No,
I feel like I'm out of this conversation
But
because I don't
if
care.
you gotta wear, if you gotta go into like a public shower and you gotta like
That's
wash
fine.
yourself,
I'm cool with that.
No. Okay, I think we're missing the real problem.
then I feel like it's also sexist.
Wait. I think we're missing the real problem. I think the real problem is men who wear socks and sandals.
That's That's bad, too. That's real bad.
That's the worst. Especially socks and flip-flops.
That's bad.
Isn't that so uncomfortable?
Yeah.
It must be. It has to be
I
so
always
bad.
I feel like they have to, like, cut, like, scissor cut between the toes where
Right?
the flip-flop goes.
I know. Like, that, like, you're just, like, getting something that's, like, it can't even do it without bending my toes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Going on the sandal thread, you know what else I fucking hate? So here in Boston, we have a lot of tourists. And I've gone on plenty of rants about tourists.
Oh, no.
What I
I know where
hate
you're going.
the most on this whole sandal kick are those hitchhiking sandals.
Oh my
all
god,
the
with like
tourists
all the
wear-
Hitchhiking or
straps.
hiking sandals?
Yeah, like the hiking. I call them hitchhiking. I don't know. That's what
Hitchhiking
they-
is when you try and get a car to drive you somewhere.
I know. But
No,
you might as
but
well.
like the ones with like all the straps.
With
They're,
all
like,
the
yeah.
straps around the top, the bottom,
like
the back.
the-
You know
yeah.
what kills me is
every
Birks.
every tourist wears them, and I want to know why.
I feel like anybody
maybe
who
it
wears...
makes them feel secure.
Maybe it makes them. If I'm in a fucking gang, or if I'm someone who needs some money, guess who I'm jumping? The person in the fucking hiking sandals.
No, I'm jumping a person who's wearing Birks. Because they can afford that. Birks are expensive, bro.
But there's
And they're
not
ugly
enough-
as shit, and
but-
they smell awful.
But there's a lot of.
And I
knockoff
think that
ones.
anybody that wears Birks should be left in the middle of the ocean.
Well, Birks remind me. Anyone
So-
who wears Birks, they give me like Flintstone feet.
Desiree's
vibes.
about to go, I wear Birks.
No. What I was going to say was I'm jumping a fucking person that has a Jaguar, and I'm like, they got money.
Yeah, but that's not a
Just like-
sandal. We're
No,
talking
but
about
they got money. I
We're
can buy all
talking
the
strictly
sandals.
sandals here, Desiree.
I can buy all the sandals I want if somebody got a fucking Jaguar.
Yeah, but I'm
You
saying
could jump Steven
I-
Suffolk.
the
He
reason-
has a Jaguar.
Jumping him.
the reason why I'm saying I'm going to jump them if they're wearing hiking sandals is because it's very clear they're not from here.
Yeah,
know what
and
I
they
mean?
and they obviously have money to travel.
Yeah, but are you gonna be able to wear their sandals and?
I don't want to wear their sandals.
No, you jump them
but I
for
know
their
they
wallet.
got cash on them
You know that they got money on them because they're
because they're
touring.
not from here and they're tourists.
Tourists always have cash on them.
I guess.
That's why I would jump them.
Anyway, I'll go. Let's go. What?
I feel like it depends on like what city you
Boston.
decide to.
Boston's expensive
Boston's
as
very
shit.
expensive to like live
New
in.
York is expensive as shit.
True.
Pretty much anywhere that's touristy is expensive as shit.
I'm
True.
talking strictly
Anyway,
about Boston.
Anyway, alright, I got mine. I got my pet peeve.
Okay.
People who walk up the up escalator piss me off.
Does that make sense? People who
No,
walk up
but it's a
the
pet
up
peeve.
escalator?
But
Pet
there's-
peeves don't always have to make sense.
But you're supposed to walk up
there's-
the up escalator.
But no. But what if you're gonna walk up the up escalator? Why not just walk up the damn stairs?
Because it doesn't get you up the stairs as quick as walking up the
But
escalator.
that's stupid. It gets you what? Maybe like a second or two quicker.
No, much quicker.
No,
Yes.
it doesn't. You can't be that much faster. Where you're like, yes, I am not going to waste my life taking the exercise and walking up these
See,
stairs.
that's not.
I'm on the upstairs so that I can be lazy as shit. I don't need you making me feel bad because you're trying to get some exercise while you're going up the fucking upward escalator.
You know what pisses me off about escalators
dick?
is the right side of the escalator is for the standing side, and the left side of the escalator is for the walking side. Like you can walk up the escalator.
There is no walking side. It's an
No.
upgoing escalator.
You're always supposed to go to your right.
No,
So-
I know, but I'm saying on the right is where you stand, and on the left is where people want to walk on the escalator.
Yeah, that's usually how it is.
Usually it's okay.
If you're on it, if you're not,
In the military, it's like, okay, if you're walking, right? The right side is where you walk. So that way, the left side is clear. So
It's
if you're
not
walking,
like that on escalators, though. It's a whole other rule book.
the escalator has its own damn rules.
On escalators, the right side is where you stand, and the left side is where you walk. And it pisses me off when people will stand on the left side while I'm trying to walk behind them because I got places to fucking be.
I still think it just pisses me off to watch people walk up the up escalator.
yeah, for me,
Because I'm like, you. If you want the exercise or if you want to get there quicker, like just run up the stairs.
No, because
be
you
an
don't
idiot.
move as
but
fast.
also I feel like if I'm going to like take the time or the effort to exercise, I'm gonna walk up the
Yeah.
stairs.
Exactly, that's what
No.
I'm saying.
Or I'm just, or
She
I'm gonna
gets
be
where I
lazy
am
as
at.
fuck, and I'm just gonna like
No.
stand there on the escalator.
She
so-
gets what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay, no,
like,
this
don't
is-
make me feel
this
like a
is-
lazy piece of
Shut the
shit when I already know I'm being
No.
a lazy piece of shit.
This argument's bullshit because in the fucking airport, there's fucking like escalators, like escalator runways that you can
That's
walk on.
because
They
people are
get you
carrying
there,
fucking
but
luggage.
it gets you there faster. So what I'm saying is,
It
if
doesn't
you,
get you there faster. It just
It
gives you a
does.
break from pulling
No.
all your shit.
Okay, next time we're at a
That's
train
what the
station.
point. That's what the point of it is.
No.
Isn't it?
Next time we're at a train station, I'm gonna walk up the up escalator, and you can walk the stairs, and we will literally race, and I will tell you I will get there faster than you because not only is the escalator moving, but so am I.
No, that's
moving
fine. But I'm
faster.
saying it's
But
not
different
necessary.
between you. It's different
Unless
between
you are in a rush, in
and
which
your
case you should be
luggage.
jumping up the stairs anyway.
But no, but there's a difference between
Like-
you and your luggage, and then you and just by yourself.
No, but it's supposed to move you quicker.
No, it's not.
Yes,
it's
it
supposed
is.
to be if you're carrying like 60 pounds of luggage, you're carrying yours, your kids, your wife,
Yeah,
your
but it's
fucking
still supposed to get you.
sisters.
It's supposed to get you
It
to your gate.
allows
quicker.
you to sit and not do anything
Yeah,
and
people
not get your
don't
shoulders all
sit
ripped
on it.
apart.
People actually walk on it.
Are we
Well, then
talk-
those people are fucking idiots.
Wait, are we talking about those little runways that like you just stand on and like the floor moves?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you people don't.
That's what
Where do
she's
you
talking about.
sit? Let
You
me
don't.
know.
Oh
You
my
don't.
god!
You don't sit.
So what are you talking about, Heather?
She's saying the point of those runways there is
Yeah.
to get you from point A to B faster. But it's not. It's to give you a break so you're not carrying
No,
your
it's
shit
not.
the whole time.
No, it's not.
It's so that you can put your shit down and it's traveling with you and you're just not having to have the weight of it
No.
on you.
That's so you can
Anymore.
move quicker. And so
No,
I.
it's
What are we
not.
talking about right now? I feel like we're arguing the same thing.
Okay, we were originally talking about escalators, like regular
Yes,
escalators.
escalators.
And then
that
she
are
brought up the
stairs,
point and then she brought up the point of airport runways,
which is flat.
which are flat and bring
Yeah.
you across the ground.
Yes. Okay.
The point of those are not to get you from point A to point B
Yes,
faster.
it is.
The point of those is to allow you to put your luggage down and still be moving.
No one does that.
So you're telling me you're gonna carry your 20-pound luggage standing from point
No,
A to point B?
I'm gonna be on that runway, moving much quicker than someone who's not on that
But
runway.
are you not gonna put down your luggage?
God.
I'm trying.
You're
Yes,
just fucking
wheels.
running. I just imagine her just booking it. She's like 95
No, I
pounds with
can
a
imagine her
giant
like,
ass
oh,
bag
I'm gonna get there.
booking it.
No, I have
No.
all my shit's on wheels.
No, I'm gonna get there quicker.
Oh no.
No, I can see her. Okay, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna walk, not even the stairs. You just like walk across from point A to point B on a flat surface. You're like, I'm gonna get there quicker, and she's gonna be on the fucking.
That's why
runway.
there's a part in the middle
And
that
she's
isn't
gonna be
a
like,
runway.
I got this shit on my back, but I'm gonna get there quicker. And like, no.
No,
My
it's just so that
backpack's
you can
never
put your...
heavy.
Desiree, wouldn't it make more sense that it's just so you can put your shit down
No,
and still be moving?
no one does that.
And be able to give your body a rest, but still being able to get there
No one does
in
that.
the same amount of time.
I'm ready to fight. No one does that. Okay, moving on. Desiree, what's your pet peeve?
Oh, so many. Okay, so
That we can
my pet
argue
peeve
about.
is the automatic toilet flusher thing.
Yes.
Why?
Oh my god, because I'm not done wiping myself, and the shit fucking flushes.
But
and
they
then
mean
it
well.
flushes
It's so you don't
down.
have to get sick, Desiree.
No.
Yeah, and then they end up squirting your asshole with water by accident.
Listen, I'm
Bad.
peeing. No, I'm peeing, right? And I'm wiping myself, and that shit fucking flushes. And it flushes so hard that it fucking splashes water
Yes!
everywhere.
Thank you.
And then it's like, you gotta flush twice. And then people are like judging you. And then you gotta go wash your hands.
I will play devil's advocate here, though. The invention of that mechanism was so that you could be cleaner. In which case, I guess, is not really...
It's
I guess.
failing.
It's
But,
not
like-
relevant because you're still touching the door on the way out.
True.
Although I usually like roll on the inside of my shirt and go.
Oh, I don't want my fucking clothes touching that nasty shit.
That's why they have,
I'd rather my hands touch it because I'm gonna wash them anyway.
that's why they have, like, those little, automatic door thingies, right? Like, for handicapped people. You just, like, touch it with your elbow. Like,
Yeah, you can do that. I don't have time for that. I'm just gone. I'm gonna get out of there as fast as possible. Although,
I mean, I think
like,
we're all in a
me-
general consensus of the
those suck.
toilet thing. To be
Also,
honest, I was trying my best to play devil's advocate, but it just did not work.
going on the whole bathroom, fucking
Subject.
self-moving thingy. Like, when you go in the bathroom. and
Sure, automated. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, the automated timer bullshits. The paper towel ones
oh,
can eat
I
my
hate.
cock, dude.
Because they don't fucking work.
They
You
give
wave
you,
your
like,
hands and shit, and it's like,
they ignore you. And then they give you about an inch of fucking, like, paper towel.
Yes.
Who has time for that? What baby hands are we
Ugh.
washing?
Ugh.
I just pull on it until it's
Ugh.
easy enough.
No, because then people judge you because you're touching it with your hands.
No, I don't touch it. I grab, I get them to dispose some, and then I
You
grab it
rip
from
it
the
off.
bottom, and I pull downwards.
No, see, mine at my job does not work like that way. Like, it lights up red if something walks past it, and it'll, like, dispense a certain amount of
Mhm.
paper, and you rip it off, and you wipe your hands with it.
No, you don't have to
In
rip
order
it off.
in
Just
order for it
pull.
to, like, pull more, or to, like, dispense
You have
dispense
to actually
more,
rip it off.
you gotta, like, cover the little, like, red dot thing in
See,
order for
I
it to,
never
like,
do that.
sense motion, and it'll just dispense
Oh, no,
more.
I never do that. Like, I'll pull it, it'll dispense, and then you take the paper towel and you pull it down, and you just force more out. And then
Okay.
you rip it.
Not mine.
Alright.
Not mine.
Try it.
Anyway.
It'll work.
Anyway.
I always do that.
You know what really pisses me off is people who like Dr. Pibb.
I don't know who that is.
It's a soda.
Dr. what?
Pibb?
Never heard of it.
Alright, let's just knock it on that one.
Okay.
Anyway.
I thought you were saying
You know
Dr.
what pisses
Pepper.
me
It
off?
tastes like asshole.
You know what pisses me off?
What pisses you off?
Really white suburban moms.
Oh, the can I speak to your manager haircut?
All of it.
Those ones? You know what we're talking
Is
about?
that like pink?
No, hold on. I'll bring up a picture of it for you.
Yeah, you'll
And
know
I'll
the
post
the
the
short
picture. I'll
haircut.
post
Yeah,
the picture
you'll
on the
Take
know
video.
Xanax.
Yeah,
and
you'll
like,
know the type of mom I'm talking about.
who drink
She
wine
can-
at like 4:00 in the,
Yes.
in the afternoon.
And like brags about taking her kids to soccer and like was an ex cheerleader.
This is the can I talk to your manager haircut.
That type of
Kate
mom.
Yeah, that one.
Gosling.
Yes. Those types of like suburban white moms, like I hate. They need to learn to season their fucking chicken.
Cease and desist, ladies. Cease and desist.
You need some saison and some fucking
Sazon,
Adobo.
excuse me. Sazon.
saison and fucking
Sazon.
Adobo.
adobo.
They need to season the shit.
They just need help. They need to know that flour is not the only spice.
That ain't even fucking spice. First of all, no flavor whatsoever.
Excuse me, salt is too spicy.
Die.
Celery.
Die.
I added a sprinkle of salt and pepper. It's a bit too spicy
Is
for
this
me.
celery or jalapeno?
Oh my god.
Is this a pea or is this a ghost pepper? I can't
You know what
tell.
else we should play while we're on the subject? This just reminded me
Guess
of
the
what
pepper?
not to say to blank.
Oh, yes. So, okay, not Jenna.
We're moving to another game.
So,
Moving
for
on.
those of you who don't know, me and Heather, and I think Desiree watched this one, this vlogger named Julian Solomita on YouTube, and he has this company called Wassicle, who does this series called Last Minute Trips. It's him and his friend Colin, and they basically just throw a dart at a map and go there, and for like a weekend or whatever, and they record and vlog the whole thing.
Life goals.
And they do this thing whenever they run into a problem where they play a game called Things Not to Say in this situation. So like
At a hunting store.
things not to say at a hunting store or a hiking store, and then they'll go and start saying things like that. So
Like, can I spray my mom with bear spray?
Can I stuff a goldfish?
what? Can you what a goldfish?
Stuff
At a
it.
hunting place? Would you ask a hunting place to stuff a goldfish?
Stuff a gold.
But yeah,
No, you wouldn't.
there's a whole bunch of scenarios like that. We were playing earlier, like, things not to say to a neo-Nazi.
What, dude?
So that's what we were playing. We were playing in the car, actually, on our way to your
Here.
house.
My house.
Yeah.
But okay, what do we?
What do we start with?
What's a good one? Things not to.
Things not to say to Jake Paul fans.
Do you like Disney?
Who's? What's Bizarre Bark?
Have you ever heard of Team 9?
Yo, Rice Gum's diss
Rice
track was
Gum,
pretty
yes.
lit.
What are your thoughts on H3H3?
Cough, cough.
Do you think Post Malone is going to release a fire track with Jake Paul?
I think we need to move past.
What do
Because
you,
nobody's gonna know what we're talking about.
what do you think about... Can I stand outside your house all day?
Love it.
Alright. Things not to say in...
Our babies are us.
Yes. Things not to say in A Babies Are Us. Go.
Have you tried metal coat hangers?
I was gonna say that shit! No! Like, have you tried abortion with metal coat hangers? I was gonna say that.
Don't worry, we sell tequila too.
Now I gotta think about it now.
My mom always said, if they just let it cry, if they don't shut up on their own, eventually
They'll die.
they'll... Perfect.
That was
Very
so
rich
bad.
man in Florida fucking Spanish.
I just tried to rhyme, that's all.
That's good. That's good.
So I can't put my baby in a box.
No.
What do you mean I have to have a car seat to leave the hospital? I was just gonna put them in the bassinet.
What the fuck is a bassinet?
It's like a little tiny like thing.
It's like
you
a
see
smaller
through.
version of a crib.
Yeah,
That's bad.
it's like a travel like bed.
So wait, I can't keep my tiger and my kid
In the same room.
in the same house.
Are you sure I need a nursery? I do have a compartment under the stairs for the baby.
Are babies' heads small enough for snakes to eat?
Do I need
Why
to hire a Spanish nanny in order for my child to learn Spanish?
That's a good one.
Do
Do you think Dora is schizophrenic?
What the fuck?
So Caillou is good parenting, right?
Okay,
Can I be like Dora the Explorer and let her kid just fucking explore the fucking entire world? Because, like, her parents are never there.
wait, so you're telling me I can't actually feed my child milk?
Did you just fart?
Ew.
What?
Did you just fart?
No, I was...
This formula is really expensive. If I run out, they do have kitten milk at the grocery store. Is that much different?
Ew. What's wrong with you?
I know some babies like motion to fall asleep. Is it okay, you think, to put my baby on the fan?
My baby seems cold. Let me just put her on the fucking heater.
Do I have to burp the baby, or do you think I can just, like, throw it?
Throw it?
Where?
What the fuck?
Out the window or at the wall?
These are getting less funny and just more violent. All right, let's move on.
Move on,
Let's
yeah.
move on.
Sorry.
Um,
I'm glad I ruined that for everyone.
things not to say at a Walmart.
I need duct tape, rope,
I need
and some.
and a chainsaw.
And Magnum condoms.
Yes.
Oh shit!
I was gonna say zip ties, but yeah.
So wait, you're telling me you guys don't sell the cockroaches that are here?
I can't tell if this lady snuck out of a mental institution or probation.
Sorry, I'm dying. Ooh, I cough a lot.
Is Walmart food the American standard?
That's something that like a fucking foreign person would say when they come here.
Like,
This
oh,
is
hey,
food.
there's a Subway here. Like, is that standard? No.
Why is their logo not a frowny face?
When did the logo change? First of all.
Why is
Wait,
that-
did their logo change?
Yeah, it was a smiley face.
Oh, and now it's the little sun
it's
thing.
sun thing, right?
That's stupid. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about Jake Paul.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Let's talk about Jake Paul, because he's been quite the fucking nuisance
Dickwad.
lately. So for those of you guys who don't know, there's a YouTuber named Jake Paul who just started really, really rising, getting millions of views per video, and he's been a fucking shithead lately. So go ahead, guys. You want to talk about examples of how he's been a shithead? The problem is that he's
Well, first of all,
basically
he just lost.
representing. What?
He just lost his contract with Disney, so he's no longer a Disney
Yeah, he was a Disney star.
employee or Disney representative, so therefore he's not clean.
Yeah. See,
per se.
okay, my problem with him, and it's the real true problem that I have with him, because I really don't give a shit about the things that he does, which we'll get into what he's done in a few minutes. But the problem that I'm facing with him is that he is giving, for as big as he is giving YouTubers a really bad name, and he's
Agreed.
giving creators and just the community. He's giving the community a really bad name. Like the people who watch, the people who make, all of them, he's making us seem like a bunch of immature little shitheads. And a lot of us aren't. And it really, really bothers me that is the way that the media is seen is now portraying us because of him.
I don't give a fuck about that, to be honest. I really don't. Only thing I give a fuck about is I find it extremely inappropriate the way that he completely is disrespectful and like just completely regards his neighbors and their privacy, and also what recently happened with Post Malone. It's the only thing I care about. I think that's fucked, and I think it's illegal, and it's not fucking cool at all.
So,
And I don't think it's showing fans that are his young fans that are like, probably between the ages of like 9 to 14, like good characteristics. It's showing like if you have money and if you have power, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And you can do illegal activity and it's fucking fine. And that's shit, and I do not like that.
yeah, and so what happened with Jake Paul is that he's been causing a lot of. He lives in California, and his house is listed on Google as was listed on Google as the quote unquote Team 10 house, and anybody could go there and meet him and do whatever, and his friends and all that stuff, which became a really big problem for his neighbors, and understandably, because this kid has millions of followers. I think it's like 8 million now. He has millions of followers and is gaining more every single day. And all of these young kids and their parents, for some fucking reason, are bringing them and going to Jake Paul's house and blocking the streets. Jake Paul and his friends are causing a ruckus. I guess that in one of his most recent videos, he set a bonfire off in his pool.
So there's no water in the pool area.
They
so
threw books or something in there. Furniture in there and just have like a 6-foot bonfire.
Yeah.
Which is incredibly, like, I'm pretty sure illegal considering California's drought. Like the shit that's wrong with like the droughts in California right now. And number 2 is just like really fucking shitty and immature. You could have caught the whole fucking neighborhood on fire.
But also in California, I think it's a law, like, if you were to videotape somebody, they have to consent to it.
Yeah, we were gonna get
you
into
have
that.
to consent to it.
Yeah.
So the other thing that he did after the whole news, the media broke about the shitty things that he's been doing. A news channel, I forget what the channel was. It's in California. Went to his house and interviewed him about it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, there's nothing we can do. Like Team 10, Jake Paulers are like the strongest army out there. Dab, whatever." And that caused a lot of ruckus. And so at that point, yeah, everything was fine. He was just being a little shithead. And now, a couple of days ago, he posted a video of him, quote unquote, apologizing to his neighbors. However, the apologies were not knowingly recorded, which, for those of you guys who don't know, California has a law that it's called the eavesdropping law. It's for protect bigger celebrities and more high-profile people, considering that California is an entertainment state. That's where the main industry is. So the eavesdropping law says that you are not allowed to record anybody without their consent in their knowing. So Jake Paul basically did that to his neighbors. So go ahead, guys. Sorry, I just wanted to get the actual story out there.
That's the only reason why I have high dislike for Jake Paul. Like I said in the other video that we recorded, I think
Go check it out on my channel.
the community, I talked a lot about his age and whatever, but I think the YouTube community has always been very, like, self-policing and also very fad-driven. So, you know, the prank channels were huge and then they weren't. And then Leafy was huge and now he's not. And now Jake Paul is huge and then he won't be. And that's just how YouTube works. People begin to recognize and expose you, and also what you do gets old. So unless you can keep it fresh and original, people don't give a shit about you. And especially these young kids who are between the ages of 9 to 14, they have, you know, they like what everyone else likes. And then when everyone else doesn't like it, they feel the need to move on too. So people aren't keeping integrity, and people aren't true fans because they're not keeping integrity with that. When I was a kid,
they're not keeping their privacy.
When I was, well, not privacy, but when I was a kid, no one watched YouTube, so I could be a fan of Shane Dawson, and then Shane Dawson, no one knew about him, so I wasn't just following all my friends for liking him. It was like I genuinely liked him, so I genuinely watched him. It was never like, oh, everyone at school watches Jake Paul, so I'm gonna watch Jake Paul. It was never like that for me. Yeah. Kids nowadays don't have that.
But also now, the other thing is though, with our age difference between, like, you know, people like us who watch YouTube, who are in our early to mid 20s, and the younger kids who are like, you know, 13, 14, they're not growing up with these YouTubers. That's the problem, is that these YouTubers, like, let's say Jenna Marbles, Shane Dawson, Jax Films, I don't know. Smosh, whatever, you know, all of them.
The early YouTubers.
The early YouTubers. They were just people who uploaded. They were just other people who uploaded.
Yeah, regardless of the money,
regardless of the money, they didn't make money at that point.
To.
They did it because they wanted to, and because it was entertaining for them. And it was entertaining for us, and that's the reason why we watched it.
Right. We
had a mutual respect that we were both human beings. Now, these young kids, they aren't seeing these bigger YouTubers as people. They're seeing them as celebrities. You know, and celebrities in American culture are basically just things that you view, things that you look at and that you admire. They're not like actual people, they're objects.
Right.
As
also,
American society would.
But also,
you know?
it's not just these kids. It's also YouTube in general, because YouTube is perpetuating the idea of fakeness. When I was younger, everything I watched on YouTube, I knew it was a skit, and I knew that was fake. Nowadays, people, you know, back when I was a kid, these beauty gurus, for instance, they would give a true and honest review. Now they're getting paid, or they're getting sponsorships.
Yeah,
they don't
getting
need
paid
to
to
give
do not real
honest
reviews.
Even vlogs back in the day were real vlogs. It was everybody's real life. Nowadays, these vlogs are a total show.
Nowadays, people like Jake Paul are getting, you know, he got signed to a company, and then they gave him millions of dollars and was like, hey, go do some cool ass shit. And
No,
that's
okay.
not real.
No, but that's not, you can't put that just on the kids.
No, it's
No.
not
Also-
kids'
it's
fault.
also
It's
YouTube.
Jake Paul's.
It's
okay.
definitely
He
YouTube
has-
and Jake Paul's fault.
No, but he has a responsibility to Disney Channel or whatever he's labeled to promote their channel, but also he's on YouTube. Kids are gonna watch him, and as he's getting older, he's gonna want to promote, an older feel to his his followers. Therefore, these younger kids are viewing his channel and they're not understanding because he's on YouTube. There's rules, there's guidelines he needs to follow. So there's just kids that are watching him, and then therefore they're not understanding his his song.
It's every day, bro.
Yeah. They're not gonna understand that because they're watching him on Disney Channel. That's not who he is on Disney Channel, and then obviously on YouTube, this is who he is. So it's
But
different.
even that's a show.
Yeah,
right.
the YouTube channel itself is a show. It's not real.
Right, but
That's the
But when
thing.
you're
I
on
don't
Disney
expect
Channel,
him to be that hype every day.
Yeah.
No,
Every day,
but
bro.
he's
You know?
he's showing that he's getting older. Okay, a 16-year-old's not okay, maybe a 16-year-old, but he's not
He's
gonna do that on
20.
Disney Channel, and then he's 20 years old, and he's gonna do that on YouTube, and then you have these 8-year-olds that watches him on Disney Channel, but they're gonna watch him on YouTube. It's not the same.
But I don't think
I don't think
that's
it's the
the
same
problem.
audience. I don't know if it's the
No,
same audience.
I don't think so. I think that
I
it
feel like it's a
definitely
different
mixes.
audience.
However, I think that, the real problem is that Jake Paul is perpetuating this fake life that every kid is aspires to want, that is incredibly unrealistic even for him. Because it's not him that yes, he's making all of this money. However, in the beginning he wasn't. It was a company who gave him the money and was go do this.
So you think he's portraying a lifestyle?
He's portraying a lifestyle that is incredibly unrealistic and incredibly unauthentic. Which is completely eliminating any trace of authenticity
Which goes
in
back to the
YouTube, which basically eliminates the whole point of YouTube in itself.
Yeah. Because now we have these big media companies stepping in, where before they didn't. But, I mean, if you look at, old media, TV and shit like that, they're not getting the views they were. Those views are on YouTube. So, old media is shitting themselves. They're like, holy fuck, this fucking random kid is getting 2 million views a day per
Why do you
fucking
think
upload.
Disney bought Maker?
And here we are getting,
Sure.
shit fucking views, and we're paying out way more. Production
Yeah, we're
values
paying
way
massive
more,
productions.
True.
and we're not getting paid for that. So
How
they're
many
coming
people are paying
on
for, cable?
hardly anyone now. So they're coming on to YouTube, and they're making channels and buying corporations and
then giving all this money to these kids who are not prepared to deal with money, that much money, such as Jake Paul.
it's
Jake
this
Paul-
new stardom. Startup thing.
It's this sudden stardom. That's the problem.
Wasn't
He
it
got so
Justin
much
Bieber,
money.
the OG?
Well, he was found on YouTube, but he was found authentically.
Yeah,
Right, but then
Usher
he was-
found him and was like, yo,
Right, but
you're
then
actually really good.
Right, but then he was given this whole contract.
Yeah, and then he was pushed into
But
stardom.
then he was pushed into old media.
Yeah,
He
which
wasn't
is
pushed
way
into
rougher than
new
YouTube,
media.
I think.
I guess.
Like I said, I think it's a
Because
fad.
when you're on YouTube, you grow a community. That's where your fame comes from.
Yeah, and
It comes from you interacting with your community. When you're on TV, you don't have that same interaction. You don't have that same feeling of love. You just feel like an object to be viewed.
True.
You could ask any YouTuber, like Jenna Marbles, she communicates with her fans on a daily basis. And everybody is like, we love you so much. You get us out of so much hard shit. You make us laugh. You make us happy. She genuinely gets something other than money out of it. As to where actors, and I mean, it's not to say that every actor just does it for money, but I'm sure there are quite a few that do, and I'm sure it's a very lonely existence. There is a community that comes with YouTube that, I don't know, Jake Paul is really mixing those two, and personally, I guess you could call me a YouTube elitist, but I don't really agree with it.
No, I don't
think
think
that
anybody
YouTube
does.
has
The way
its
that he's
own-
gone about his career and the way that he's gone about, getting views and like exploiting his community.
We're gonna take a quick break. I guess we'll come back into talking about this. We'll be right back. We're back, and we're gonna keep talking about this whole Jake Paul thing because I'm annoyed by it, especially with the most recent shit that has come out about it, which is that Jake
I touched
Paul.
on it a little bit.
What?
I touched on it a little bit, I think.
Yeah, Jake Paul fucking doxed Post Malone. And for those of you who don't know what doxing is, it's basically when you take any kind of celebrity, or actually anybody in that case, and you publicly put out where they live, what their address is, their license plate numbers, their street name, their phone numbers, all that stuff. He fucking doxed Post Malone. And he did it in the most skeevy fucking way pretty much ever. And it was Post Malone, as a joke, as the little jokester that he is, a little meme boy, he decided to buy Jake Paul's merch. And it was a joke because a while back, him and H3 did a podcast where they were making fun of Jake Paul and his new music. And Post Malone's a rapper, so I'm sure he knows what he's talking about. And he's actually a pretty good rapper at that. So, yeah, they were making fun of him, and he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to buy his fucking merch. How funny would that be? Big meme. And then Jake Paul was like, yo, hey, Fanjoy, which is the company he gets his shirts printed from, what's Post Malone's address? We're going to hand deliver it to him.
And he went and did it. And he showed his whole house.
And they showed his whole house. They recorded him without him knowing it.
They had one of his fucking friends in the car,
in the back seat.
Right, they showed like basically the
whole front of the house.
Yeah, the whole front of the house, his cars, everything, right?
Yeah.
He blurred like
his Rolls Royces.
He blurred like the number of the house, like just the number of the house, but like you could see his house.
He didn't blur any part of it.
Oh, I thought he blurred.
No, Ethan did that.
No. I thought he blurred just the house.
No,
number.
I watched the other video. He didn't. He didn't blur anything.
Oh, I thought he did.
It's fucked up.
You're just being a fuck.
Yeah, and then that was before he approached him, and then like we started recording him.
Yeah.
Hold on. I just remembered. What he did, right, is that he showed the whole front of the house with the address, and then when he went up, he blurred the address.
Oh, well, I knew there was some blurring involved.
Yeah. But regardless, it's fucking stupid. It's ridiculous, because he shows up unannounced to this really famous person's house who, then gets a fucking target put on his back by his fans.
No, that's not even what bothers me. What bothers me is the fact that he did it in such a
it was like an intimidation tactic.
It was definitely a manipulative and deceitful and blackmail-y way. Like, he went up to the house and he was like, oh, he recorded all his shit, all fucking whatever.
He was like, if you say anything fucked up, you're gonna be on the internet.
No, not even that. He was like, oh, I'm gonna go up to Post Malone. I'm gonna ask him why.
He's basically publicly shaming him.
No.
Yeah, he was.
Oh my god, no.
Yes, he was.
Shut the fuck up, I'm trying to talk. He was like, he went up to his house, rang the doorbell, whatever, and was like, oh, I'm gonna ask him why he bought the merch when he was talking smack about me. And then I'm gonna ask him to be on a rap with me. So, not only is he like, oh, I'm recording all your fucking shit, so, like, you better tell me why you bought my merch to try and get some shit going.
Blackmailing him.
Blackmail. But he's also like, oh, you might as well be on my song, considering I recorded all your shit.
Which is
also blackmailing.
I could do much worse than just ask you to be on a song with me. Like,
and not only that, but in that case, that is not only blackmail, but it is also publicly shaming him.
No, I feel like there's something else involved. I forget the name of
it.
It's
intimidation.
It's intimidation. Like
it's him being an intimidating dickhead.
It's manipulating,
and it's really fucking just like malicious.
Yeah,
it's him being malicious, him being intimidating, him being like, I have your address. I know where you live.
Right, but Post Malone doesn't know that at this point in time.
Yes, he does. Are you kidding?
No, but like,
of course
when he was recording it,
I'm sure he knew it at that point too.
He said to him in his face, he was like, "Oh, you want to do a rap with me?"
Yeah.
And then he also said like, "Oh, why'd you buy the shirts when like you were talking some shit?" And he was like, "Oh, like Post Malone said something. I don't even remember. He was being very sweet."
He's such a nice guy, dude.
Right,
Like,
he
you
was
can
trying
tell
to
just
play
by
it
who
off.
he
He
is.
was trying to be, like, nice about it, but not being a rude-ass motherfucker.
Well, he's just a non-confrontational person. That's the thing. Post Malone.
He even
he's-
asked if they wanted a beer.
Yeah, he was like, yo, yeah, come in, have a beer, like, whatever, you know, like, no, let's chill.
And then,
And he was in his fucking underwear.
And they recorded him in his underwear. Also, he said to Jake Paul, Jake Paul was like, oh, do you mind if we vlog? And he was like,
And
nah,
this was
dude, like, it's
after
fine.
they were already recording.
But they were already recording.
Right, which is deceitful.
Which is illegal.
Yeah.
Still.
Illegal and deceitful.
And he had his friend in the fucking car, fucking spy kids with the camera. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
And you know what the unfortunate part is that Post Malone's not going to press charges against him. Because Post Malone is way too nice of a guy. Austin, Post Malone, is way too nice of a guy, way too non-confrontational or anything like that to be doing some shit like that. And I'm sure he's way too fucking busy.
Right.
And so that means that what the fucking messed up shit that Jake Paul did is going to go completely unjustified.
But that's the thing. Because everything's so out there in the open, it's exposed. Like, he's gonna get so much flack for this. Like, it's not even gonna matter if Post Malone press charges or not. Like, he's still gonna get flack.
The only people who are gonna give him flack are people not in his community.
Right.
And that's and
but
like,
that's
I
the
don't
problem
know how
is that
works.
is that if the people that aren't in his community give him shit, it doesn't matter. The problem for him starts when the people in his community start giving him shit because then they're not watching.
Yeah, because then they're not watching. So even if we're
right,
all...
but he got supporters and then, like, everybody else got supporters. It's, like, depending on how many supporters you have, right?
But the thing is,
but
generally...
his supporters are like 12-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Who don't give a shit what other older people are going to say.
Generally, right? If a YouTuber does something fucked, let's think like Sam Pepper. PewDiePie. No.
PewDiePie's was a joke.
Sam
it's
Pepper.
fine. But
Sam Pepper did some fucked up shit. His numbers dropped. Because everyone, whether they were in his community or not, were like, yo,
you crossed the fucking
fucked,
line.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Meanwhile, with Jake Paul, this whole thing with Post Malone, this whole thing with his neighbors, fucking whatever, everyone out of his community is like, dude,
Like,
you're
this is crossing
pushing
some fucking
your
lines.
right
Yeah.
now. Like, you're pushing it.
And all
But
the little kids are like,
everybody
oh, he's a fucking savage.
But everyone in his community are still giving him those numbers. So no matter what, it doesn't matter what everybody else says outside the community. Unless the people in his community turn on him, that's the only way it's going to go about
bigger.
it.
True, because usually negative.
Yeah, the problem is that he needs to start getting either like Jenna. We were listening to Jenna's podcast on the way here, and she said, and she made a good point. I think the only thing that's actually going to stop him, because his fans aren't going to, I think that might actually stop him, is the long arm of the law, as Jenna would put it.
Right, because in California,
because
it's
he's
like,
done some really illegal shit lately.
right, because in California, it's like you need to get consents from not only yourself, but if you're recording, but also the person that you're recording. And because he was recording the neighbors, and they didn't get, consent.
They're pressing charges
and they
on
are
him.
pressing charges.
Yeah, they are pressing charges. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
So
I
the only
honestly,
thing that's gonna stop them.
and the problem with this whole thing is that he is the penalty for him getting charges pressed on him for the eavesdropping law is either a year in prison or
like $1,000
or
fine,
$2,500,
which he can afford.
which is fucking which is like $2 to him.
Yeah, because he's making like $2 million a month.
Right.
2 to 5.
He's gonna think
At the
nothing of
lowest CPM, he is making around $2 million a month.
Right. So he's not gonna think anything of it to like pay this.
So like
charge.
that's absolutely nothing.
Unless
he's like
he
he thinks that he's untouchable.
Judge. Unless he gets a stern judge that wants to make a
example of him.
Yeah, an example of him in the situation.
Or, on the other side, he gets a judge whose kid really loves Jake Paul.
That's what I said the other night.
Yeah, and that would be shitty. But I said this in my video. You can go to my video and watch it, but I strongly stand by it. I genuinely hope that he's found guilty for his charges.
I do
Because
too.
otherwise he is not going to learn.
But
Right.
and like I said in the other video, and I'm not going to repeat it here because it's like super annoying and just redundant of me. But I talked a lot about his age and like him being a 20-year-old, and like I feel like that also has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, of course. But like, no 20-year-old should have that much fucking power.
I know.
You know, YouTube is the one that's perpetuating this. His channel, I mean,
well, not just that.
I don't think his channel should be shut
Disney
down,
got
but I
him.
do think that he
I do
needs
not
to be.
believe his channel should be shut down.
No, I don't think so either. But like, he needs to have some sort of boundary.
I think, like
You know?
I said, I think he's a fad, and I think in 2 years, like no one's gonna give a fuck.
Hope
Less
it's
than
not
2
2
years.
years.
Well, less than 2 years, definitely. But I'm just saying 2 years because like the difference between 12-year-olds and 14-year-olds are like vast. Like they're not gonna be wanting to watch the same shit.
And also the other thing is that you know, like with this whole,
Let's
we
be
were talking
real.
about this while we were on our break. This whole thing with like fans being lied to and being fed these paid promotions. We grew up knowing that like these people that we're watching are like genuine people, real people, and you know we trust them to not feed us shit information, right? And you know, probably a bad judgment on our part, but these young kids now, they're growing up with celebrities, not with real people. They're growing up with these YouTubers being actual celebrities, just like the people in the movies. And so they don't really know when they're getting fed a paid promotion or anything like that. Like, we
Right.
have that thing where we're like, I know where this is going.
Right.
You know? Like, hey, you guys should check out this game, Best Fiends. You know, like, we get that. Like, we know where that's going to go, you know?
Right.
And all of the people that we watch are honest about it, for the most part, I would say.
Yeah.
You know,
It's-
like Shane's and
very
Jenna
honest.
doesn't have sponsors at all because she doesn't believe in them, which is fine, you know, girl, you do you. But, like, I don't know, these kids just don't understand. They don't understand that to him, they are just a paycheck.
Right. Right.
They think that they are his, like, community. They think that they are Jake Paulers, when really to him that they're just a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because he's 20.
He doesn't give a fuck.
No, he doesn't care.
No, he doesn't. And also, like, he's a Disney kid.
He was raised in media.
He's raised in media or, you know, exposed to it from a pretty young age. I mean, I would say even, I don't know when he started show business, but I would say even, you know, 20 is young to be exposed to media and become a giant media star.
Definitely.
You know, you're still learning and growing. So I think that has a lot to do with it too.
Yep.
Because he is so young and he was working in old media, and old media does see things that way where this is for money, this is for entertainment value, and entertainment value only. The people who are watching you don't need to care about. They don't mean anything.
They're just numbers.
Right, hence why I think he got on YouTube in the first place, because, you mean, okay, Disney Channel can only take him so far. You know, only certain Disney Channel, you know, actors or actresses get into, like, actual, like, movies or, you know, as for YouTube, you can create your own followers and, like, you can somehow manipulate, you know, like Disney Channel, like young kids, not only to follow you on TV, but also to follow you on YouTube, because everybody has a laptop, everybody has a tablet, a cell phone, you know, so he can, you know, not only take his followers from mainstream media, but also to, like, YouTube, and they can follow him on YouTube and, like, you know, just make his followers even more.
And to be honest, I have to say, I commend Jake Paul for making the decision to move into YouTube. Like, that was the smartest decision.
But he's not being responsible.
Well, that's the thing, is it was the smartest decision that he could have made for his career at the moment. However, he did not do it correctly.
Well, he's set for life.
He's set. No, he's done. He's got enough money probably for him and his kids right now. Making $2 million a month. $2 to $5 million a month.
If he doesn't spend it on, like, fucking cars and drugs and women.
Yeah.
Well, who knows what he's spending it on?
But in any case, I mean,
in any case, he probably still has at least like $20 million in his bank right now.
Yeah.
More than that. He's probably inching towards 75.
I'm saying if he's spending as much as he possibly can every day.
Yeah.
He probably still has at least 20.
But it's not even like he travels, so.
No.
How much is he really spending?
Like I was saying, he did it irresponsibly. He came into YouTube irresponsibly. And like, he could have done it like the way that like a lot of Viners like David Dobrik or Liza Koshy came in, where, you know, they basically they brought their fans over, but they respectfully created their own fan base on YouTube as well. Like, I got into David Dobrik's vlogs through YouTube, not through Vine, you know?
Right.
And I think his vlogs are genuinely entertaining because they're funny. They're not real vlogs per se, but they're like mini skits throughout the day, which I think is interesting, and it's kind of breaking the whole structure of vlogs. You know, it's something new.
Right, because I feel like at the end of the day, not YouTube, Facebook kind of connected both YouTube and other types of consuming media content like Vines and Musically and all those other things.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
Facebook's a problem in itself, but
yeah,
Facebook is fucked.
But like people who consume Musically and Vines and everything like that, like you could see all that stuff on Facebook. Therefore, if you captured somebody's attention on Facebook, that means that you can lead them to okay, you're gonna lead them to your Vine, or you're gonna lead them to your Musically.
Yeah,
But
YouTube doesn't
YouTube
have
channel.
that same. I don't think YouTube has that same sort of.
YouTube doesn't really have that same reach
with
Yeah.
Facebook, because Facebook and Facebook. The average watch time for Facebook is 6 seconds, but they still get paid if you watch the whole video. If you watch the whole video.
We were listening to David Dobrik's podcast, and he said that one of the highest paid YouTubers, or not YouTubers, one of the highest paid Viners, like one of the biggest ones, for a 6-second video, got paid, what was it, like $100,000 for a sponsorship on a 6-second video.
Oh my god, so much money.
Isn't that fucking ridiculous?
On Facebook, they're making a ton of money, but they're also really scammy.
Yeah, they're super scammy.
Scammy.
Because it rolls. The videos roll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's also that, but it's also there's no real author. So people can take, if I could take Cody's video, and let's say his video has 2,500 views.
Yeah, you can share it.
I can share it if I'm a bigger channel.
Yeah,
and I can make money off of his video. It's fucked. Oh, makes me mad. Facebook, gotta go. But they make more money than YouTube, I think.
Yeah, that's what SoFlo did.
Yeah.
That's how SoFlo was making so much money.
Right. No, I know.
But yeah, I don't know. I think we pretty much covered this whole thing. I mean, my opinions on it aren't gonna really change, and I'd like to hear what other people have to say about it. Be sure to let us know in the comments, and tell us what you think about the whole Jake Paul situation. If you don't follow this whole shenanigans that are going on, what do you think of what we've told you so far? Does he seem like a fucking scumbag? Do you even give a shit? Should we talk about something else next podcast? What do you guys think? Just go ahead and put it in the comments down there. Make sure you leave a like on this. What do you call it? A video? This picture of audio? Podcast? Whatever you want to call it.
Our static image.
Whatever.
Make sure you subscribe to this.
Media.
Yeah, and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you actually enjoy what we're doing, because we actually really enjoy making these, and we'd like to know if you guys actually enjoy listening to them. So, let us know. And
also visit my channel for my new trap remix. It's called
and follow Heather over at Heather Ducky. That's her YouTube channel. What is your Twitter and Instagram?
My Twitter and Instagram are Edgar Allan Yo, and it's YO0 at the end.
All right, I am Cody, and my YouTube channel is Cody Gray, and my Twitter is also Cody Gray, and the handle is at Cody Needs to Stop. I don't really give out my Instagram, so good luck finding it. Go ahead, Desiree. What is your stuff?
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram, which is Bella's Mommy 9412. And also on Twitter. Good luck finding me because I don't really use.
What's your handle?
I don't use Twitter. I have no clue.
Hold on, I'll find
Don't
your.
ask me.
I'll find your handle, Desiree.
He'll find my handle and he'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that.
Hold on, let's find it.
I'll hopefully eventually get on Twitter.
Oh wait, no, that's not you. Okay, your Twitter handle is Desiree C34.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna
Cool.
follow you.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for listening. Hope you're having a good night. We'll talk to you later. Peace.
Bye.
Gotta say bye.
Bye, cock.